Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all, and today we'll be talking about the best teams to use in Great League Remix, as Great League Remix is going to be around for another week. So we'll be talking about the best teams that we can use for another week of Great League Remix. And as you can see, I'm in a new place now. Back in my place there was an electricity problem in that area. They said that the transmitter exploded. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. And so I moved to my brother's place to make contents, and after coming to here, I get to know that there's a construction going on near this house, and the background noise is like insane. They're doing just some constructions, and the sound is coming, and I hope you guys will ignore the background noise, and I hope you guys understand it. So yeah, I didn't make content for 2 days. I told you, because my place had like shots and ons in electricity, and also I don't have all my gadgets here, so I just brought my PC and my webcam, and I'll be recording audio through this small mic here, as you can see. So I hope you guys will understand. I just don't want to make any pause in content creation, so I just want to make contents. That's what I love to do, right? And yeah, we're in a midway of Great League Remix after 1 week, almost 1 week of playing Great League Remix. Let's look at the best teams that we can use for the Great League Remix. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So team number 1 is going to be Double Water, Poliwrath, and Quagsire with hello Ninetales. Now you can either run this team like ABA style or both ABB. Like you can run Poliwrath in the lead, or you can also run hello Ninetales in the lead. Now this team is going to be Double Water. That is why I suggest you to run Weather Ball, Powder Snow as the fast move in hello Ninetales instead of Charm. And look at that background noise. I hope you guys will ignore that coming from the construction near this house. And yeah, I was saying just run Powder Snow as the fast move in your hello Ninetales, since this is Double Water. If you find Venusaur in your opposing team and you're Double Water and you have only Charm as a fast move, then you're in trouble, right? So run Powder Snow and run Shadow hello Ninetales in this team. This is going to be really amazing if you run Shadow, because there's going to be a lot of scenarios where just 2 Weather Balls is going to take out your opposing Pokemons, like it's going to be Mantine or even Mandibuzz. It does a lot of damage because it will have the extra damage bonus, and since it's also going to have less bulk since it's Shadow, but it is not going to matter that much, because just imagine if you're up against a dragon, then you're still a fairy, right? You're going to resist those dragon moves, and it doesn't really like make that much of a difference if you have a less bulk in your Ninetales. So this team is going to be pretty much fun, and I do have the video of this team in my channel. Do check that video, just watch the play styles, and yeah, it's going to be fun to run this team. So moving on to another team, it's going to be team number 2, Jellicent, Steelix, and Galvantula. Now this is Jellicent and Steelix combo. Steelix is weak against fighting, Jellicent being ghost stronger against fighting. Now the problem for this is going to be stuff like Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is dark, Jellicent is going to be ghost, and there's no move that Steelix is gonna hit that's gonna do good against Mandibuzz except those fast moves. That is why we put Galvantula in this team. It deals with those Mandibuzz, deals with those Gallade. Gallade is also strong against Steelix, and with those Leaf Blade also against Jellicent. So Galvantula handles Gallade pretty well. And yeah, this team is really going to be strong, and I've seen a lot of people using this team. And while playing GBL, the Great League Remix, people are using Jellicent and Steelix. I've also talked about this core in my previous core video. That video was core video, so we'll be talking about best teams in this video, right? So this is going to be team number 2, Jellicent, Steelix, and Galvantula. Really going to be strong. And moving on to another team, it's going to be Double Flyer, Serperior in the middle, Mantine in the lead, and Serperior and Galvantula at the back. Not Galvantula, sorry. It's going to be Gligar, right? So yeah, I've also released a video like 3 days ago or 4 days ago with this team. This team really worked for me, man, and Serperior is really strong. And yeah, just you can also run Gligar in the lead, but then if you run Mantine in the lead, it's gonna be ABB against Ice. Both the Pokemons at the back are going to be weak against Ice, right? Gligar and Serperior. Mantine is not going to be weak against Ice. And I've said like a lot of the times, Mantine and Gligar being both the flying type Pokemons, it's gonna be like it's not gonna share the common weakness. So yeah, if you find like something like Galvantula in the lead, you can just safe swap into your Gligar or Serperior. And yeah, the Galvantula is really squishy, and those you can just land those aerial aces, and you can just shield one lunge in your Serperior. If you find it against your Gligar, you're gonna have a good time. But yeah, this team is going to be good. It covers fighters, it also covers dragons if you run Ice Beam in your Mantine. If you don't run Ice Beam, it's still gonna work, because dragons are not the bulky Pokemons in this meta. Yeah, this team is gonna be pretty strong, and do check the video of this team in my channel. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Abomasnow, Carbink, and Poliwrath. And now this team is like, again, might be weak against those the Ninja Turtle. What is its name? The grass and fighting Pokemon, you know, the Ninja Turtle. I forgot the name. I will remember after this video, but still comment the name. I have a habit of like forgetting things, man. So that is why we got Abomasnow in this team. So also can be weak against Galliard as well. Being the one with the hard-hitting ability with that Leaf Blade as the charge move, is going to be strong against Poliwrath and Carbink. So yeah, Abomasnow can do good, because it needs to land the close combat in order to win against Abomasnow. And also against the Flyers and Gligar, look at the backline. Backline is weak against Gligar, right? So we got Abomasnow to handle that. This team is going to be interesting and fun to run. Well, I have not yet run this team, but I will definitely run this team. So moving on to another team here. It's going to be Pidgeot and Double Mud Boys. Double Mud Boys is like kind of underrated for this meta, because it can really work. Though this team is going to be weak against Mantine, like entire team is going to be not that weak, but weak against Mantine, and it is still manageable, right? And Double Mud Boys with those spammy moves is always gonna put your opponents in trouble. And if you do right kind of play with this, you're just gonna do good with this team and get good results. Like for those Steelix, a lot of Steelix in the lead, right? If you find it in the lead with your Pidgeot, then you have Double Mud Boys to take care of that at the back, right? So it's gonna be fine. This team is gonna be really strong and spammy. And if you run Shadow Pidgeot instead in this team, it's also gonna work. So you can either run Shadow and normal both. So moving on to another team, it's going to be Registeel Double Flyer. Lot of people running this team. This team is here because I've seen a lot of people running this team. A lot of them. Right. So this team, yeah, works pretty well. Now the thing is having double flyers, water flyers at the back. So it's gonna be weak against stuff like Galvantula and electric Pokemons, right? But then again with Registeel, it's gonna be kind of neutral scenario, because Galvantula has got no no super effective move against Registeel, and Registeel's got no good moves to hit against Galvantula. So this team will kind of struggle against those, but you can still go for multiple moves and tank multiple moves and play either ways, and you're gonna do good with this team. So moving on to another team, it's going to be Gligar and Empoleon Shadow and Mandibuzz. So yeah, ABA Flyer. So this team is going to be weak against electricity at the back, like electric Pokemons, and we've got Gligar in the lead. So if you take example of Galvantula again, Galvantula is core breaking a lot of teams, right? So yeah, Empoleon and Mandibuzz both being weak against those, it's still gonna be tough for them if you have Gligar in the lead, right? So again, Gligar and Mandibuzz core. Look at the core. Like Gligar is going to be strong against Carbinks, and Mandibuzz is going to be weak against Carbinks. So yeah, this core is very deadly, and you've got Empoleon in the middle. If you find some dragons or some fairies like Alolan Ninetales, both the flyers are weak against Alolan Ninetales, right? So you can run Empoleon either in lead, or you can run ABA. That's how ABA works. If you want to run strong against Ninetales, then you can run Empoleon in the lead, but you can run both Mantine and Gligar in the lead as well. You can play out this team. This team is pretty fun. Yeah, you need to try hard to align that Alolan Ninetales against your Empoleon. So moving on to another team, it's gonna be Empoleon Double Dragon, Shadow Empoleon and Double Dragon. That is gonna be okay. It should be Shadow Dragonair as well. Dragonair, I've kept it normal in the video here, but run Shadow Dragonair. The Dragon Breath damage is going to be amazing. Whenever you're running Shadow Dragonair, fast move pressure is your key, right? So yeah, again, backline really weak against Alolan Ninetales, and backline also does good against Galvantula. So Empoleon is strong against Ninetales and weak against stuff like Galvantula and Electric, and Dragons do good against Electric. So it's like ABB. Not like it is ABB. And yeah, this team is going to be pretty strong. If you don't have either of the dragons, you can also try Dragonite. Yeah, Dragonite. If you don't have Goodra or Dragonair, that is also going to be good. Good in terms of Empoleon is weak against counter users like fighters. So being a Dragonite, you're also flying. You're going to resist those counters, but it's still squishy. And yeah, this team really works. And this team has done very good against most of my teams. I've found this team 10 or 15 times in the GBL, the Great League Remix, and I've lost 6 to 7 times, number of times. I've won quite less with this team. It needs to be spot on alignment to win against this team. This is a really strong team, man. So let's move on to another team. It's gonna be team number 9, Stunfisk, Mantine, and Guzzlord. So the idea also came of this team from our community member Yonko Arun. He ran Unova, Stunfisk, Pelipper, and Guzzlord. Now you can run Pelipper instead of Mantine as well, but I've kept Mantine there for more bulk. All these Pokemons are not squishy, so this is going to be pretty cool team. Like if you Guzzlord is going to be weak against Poliwrath, Mantine is going to do good against Poliwrath, Ufist being the electric type, good against Poliwrath. So yeah, this team kind of covers each other's weakness pretty well, very well. Now against the fairies, Guzzlord is going to be weak against the fairies. We don't have great answer against the fairies, but we got Mantine, and it can do pretty fine. Not fine, but a little fine against those Ninetales. And Alolan Ninetales with Powder Snow as the fast move instead of Charm is gonna be good against this team. Like Unova Stunfisk is gonna be ground, and it's gonna be Ice Ninetales, right? So it's gonna be ABA weak to Ninetales. You gotta watch out for that. But again, a lot of the teams have core breakers, right? So it's still gonna work. You can just stay with your Unova Stunfisk against the Alolan Ninetales, soft loose stand matchup, and just throw the discharge, right? Be sure to throw discharge against Ninetales, not the Mud Bomb. But yeah, this team is gonna run pretty cool. Moving on to another team, it's going to be Galvantula Double Fighter. This is my favorite team. I think gonna run this team in 2 or 3 days because I am waiting to build up for that Shadow Galvantula. I have the normal variant of Galvantula. I want to run Shadow in this. I've also kept normal in this video. Gallade is going to be the Shadow, right? So I want a little more bulk in this team since it's going to be Gallade in the team. And yeah, so both the fighters are going to be weak against Flyers. Galvantula is going to do good against Flyers. Entire team is weak against Gligar. Yep, entire team is weak against Gligar. If you find it in the lead against your Galvantula, then you can just do some little damage with your moves and soft lose that matchup. lose that matchup and then come into your Poliwrath and try for the Icy Wind. And it's still gonna be very, very weak against Gligar, but it's very hard to manage that. You can also run like Obama Snow in the lead. Right, so it's gonna be Ice, and it's gonna be good against Glygars and also Flyers. Yeah, you can also run Obama Snow in the lead. Now, if you run Galvantula, then it's gonna be a little hard, but it's still gonna be pretty fine. If you just imagine if you don't find Gligar at all, then this team is gonna run like crazy, right? So if it's in the lead, it's gonna be not that bad. Now it's gonna be back, and if it's gonna be at the back, and if the opponent doesn't have the shields, then Poliwrath is gonna take care of that. But yeah, if you run Obama Snow, it's still gonna be fine. So yeah, this team is gonna be pretty strong. And yep, that is it. Those were the 10 best teams in my opinion to run for another week of Great League Remix. And I hope you like the content from the new place here. It's not gonna be for a lot of days. For a few days I'll be staying here until the problem back at my area is gonna get solved. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, man. And I hope you understand the adjustments that I'm going through at this situation. You know, I'm using this mic to record, and the new place, and the background noise is coming from the construction just near this house. And yeah, I'm sorry for that, but again, thank you guys so much for the support, and hope you like the content. And yep, thank you so much, guys.